Charlotte Douglas Airport, getting ready to head to California. The Big Beard Run. Looking forward to riding the coast and having fun.
Would you be nervous if we put our helmets on now?
It'd be kind of odd if we put our helmets on. We can give it a whirl. Put my face shield down since it's mirrored. So, Big Beard Run. Jim Big Beard Kramer passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Lost his fight with cancer. This is his memorial ride that we do for him in his honor. Great man of God. Just an awesome dude. Awesome dude. Was one of the first guys that support our club in California. Been around since probably late 2012, early 2013, supporting with Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. Was one of the guys that helped get California up off its feet and running. So we are heading to California so we can...
Your safety is important to us. Please pause for a moment.
Their safety, our safety is important to them. But heading out to California so we can do a memorial ride just to remember our fallen brother.
Your safety is important to us. Please pause for a moment to give your attention to the flight attendants.
I gotta give my attention to
luggage and personal articles
later.
Should be stowed in.
Right. Thank you. Y'all have a great one. Bye, love. Thank you.
Neutral, cool. I went for the heel shifter. I was like, oh, this doesn't have one. We're gonna be riding a 2000 Road King. Yep. Well, this says it has 43 on the tank, so we got at least 120 probably left. How are you?
I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. You doing all right?
Yeah.
So having the opportunity to go to California was just truly an awesome experience, and it totally was not anything that I was expecting. When I got there, I was expecting something from like a Van Halen David Lee Roth video where there was going to be people lifting weights on beaches and girls in bikinis on rollerblades, and it was totally the opposite. As you can see from the background here, there's lots of mountains, lots of valleys. It was just truly breathtaking. And something that I just was not really expecting. As I looked at these hills and at the mountains, you know, I could picture like the Lone Ranger and the Tano on their horses riding out and across the path and down the mountain. It was really a pretty cool experience. And the views were just absolutely amazing. Now, it was really dry while we were out here. It was during the time of the wildfires that were going on in California. We stayed about an hour northwest of Los Angeles, kind of near Ventura area. And for this ride here, we're actually riding up through Los Padres National Forest, heading to a restaurant probably about 2.5, 3 hours away called Maverick Saloon. So we're just gonna take our time riding through the National Forest, checking out the valleys, checking out the canyons, cresting over the mountains. There's a pack, probably about 30 of us. We weren't rushing, we were taking our time, just really enjoying the ride and enjoying the view. As we enter into this town, you can see it's got a really heavy Spanish architecture to it. And it was something you don't see over here on the East Coast in North Carolina. Just the beauty of the stucco and the Spanish architecture, the old churches, the old buildings. It was really pretty cool to see the difference from California to North Carolina. And back up into the mountains again as we work our way over to the Maverick Saloon. Along the way, there are lots of fields of different plants growing, whether it's grapefruits, oranges, or avocados. I was expecting to see tumbleweeds rolling across the road at any point in time. So here we're going to do something a little different. We hopped on the highway. I think this is King's Highway that we were hopping on. And this is going to be my first encounter with North LA area traffic and something that's legal in California that's not legal in North Carolina. And as we start getting into heavier traffic, we all line up into a single file line. I'm looking down because I know some lane splitting's about to happen. I'm thinking, I'm on a road king. These engine guards stick out pretty wide, so I had to pull up the foot pegs to make sure I didn't scrape any cars going by. And here it's not too bad, but in a minute we get into some heavier traffic. And when you pass those box trucks or you pass those campers and you're pinched in between two cars, for my first time doing it, it makes you think for a minute. But it was a lot of fun. And we're all safe, no issues. This area here, the ocean is off to our left, and then it's flat and then it hits the mountains. What's really cool is the water sheds down the mountains. They have huge tunnels under the roads that channels all the water out to the ocean. We got to stop later on and explore some of those areas and explore the beach and the Pacific coast. It was really just absolutely beautiful. And I hope to make it back out to California again sometime. That one's a little tight. Yeah, it'll make you nervous passing a camper in between a camper and a car. We're getting closer to our destination now, and they have a bunch of bridges that cross over some of these big valleys. They're pretty high up in the air. It's a pretty cool experience. Definitely much different terrain than what you see here in North Carolina.
You heard about that too. You heard about everything. With metal,
With full bellies, we're back off again. This time, Rich and I peeled off from the group, get a couple hours into ourselves, and we are working our way back over to the coast, go through this town, which just has this, what's that? This town just has some really different architecture. It's more of like a Swedish style architecture. Through that town, back on the other side, cannabis is legal in California, and they do have quite a few hemp farms in the area. And here's one of them that we passed. I just thought it was really funny to see a hemp farm. Yeah, you don't have that in North Carolina either. As we work our way to the coast, we finally make it, and there's my first view of the Pacific Ocean. A little bit further down the road, we were able to see some seals on the beach, which, again, something I've never seen before. few miles down the road, we take some time and pull over and find a place to park, and then go down to the beach and hung out at the beach for about an hour just to watch the waves come in and catch up and talk, since I haven't seen Rich in a long time. Here we're rolling through Santa Barbara on our way back to Ventura. I'm gonna wrap up this video just showing a few pictures from our weekend. It was really a blast. Great group of guys out in California. And I hope I get the opportunity to get back out there and hang with them again. So thank you, Cali crew. Miss you, Big Beard. You're a big inspiration to many of us and really helped to get this charter up off the ground.